Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Flirting X by DKB. Don't know what to expect with a title like Flirting X. I'm a little here and there with DKB in that I don't regularly keep up with them, but I do if something interests me. And the thumbnail, the title, it's all interesting. So let's check it out. This is not what I was expecting. Immediately, the first note is so strangely sentimental. And it's a rooftop music video in a band setup. Oh. And we're doing a story aesthetic. Okay. Ooh, this bass line is funky. Whoa. Did he throw that up? I've always really liked their music video aesthetic. It feels so very raw and real, the way they film it. That was fucking fantastic. Oh wow, the cut to the silhouette during that drum transition was freaking inspired. Oh, don't tell me you're over. Whoa, that was 2:42? Wow. I'm going to be honest, that felt like a much longer song. Wow, it's a really well... Ooh. Damn, this outro hits. DKB, wow, that was beautiful. The song like Flirting X, the song has a lot of emotion, a swell of emotion, like when your feelings are rising for somebody. It's very beautiful, but it's also very visceral, very emotional, has a great mix of being hip-hop coded, but having that alternative rock vibe. It's lying somewhere in the middle. I feel like often the aesthetic of songs like these feel very, how do I put it? More so just inspired rather than authentic. Like this feels real. Like listening to this, it doesn't feel like, oh, it's just a K-pop group who is doing like a band and a hip-hop aesthetic. It actually feels like if they were a band, because I know they're not, right? Because when they debuted, they were dancing and, I'm thinking back to Bien Oma, Sorry Mama. that they're definitely more of a boy group. And I don't know if like they're actually playing the instruments. The members that are on instruments in this song are actually playing the instruments, but it feels real. It feels very authentic, especially the drummer. I did notice it feel like not everyone was like, they weren't cutting to shots showing the members actually playing the instruments, but then that whole drum section happened and I was like, whoa, that is really fucking cool. But the song feels very authentic. It feels so honest. And, you know, I think that speaks to one, the vocalists and the producing, like it's produced really well. I think especially like the breaks that you hear in the song, especially that like outro section, that like those moments and that big drum outro and the chorus singing, I think all of that makes it feel very genuine. But then also there's singing. That's also something that I'm really, really surprised about. I think their singing makes it sound really sweet. It also makes it sound really edgy. I don't know how quite to describe how the edginess is. I don't know. The emotions just feel very real in that way. Like all of this is so very real. Like they are actually in love. They've been through heartbreak. There's an authenticity to this that I'm not enough of a vocal aficionado to place what it is, but their singing gets me. It really does. Something that I have always tracked across DKB's music videos, the ones that I've seen, both from the debut and I checked out like one or two other comebacks. I really like their music video aesthetic. Their music video aesthetic is so very film-like. It's often like watching, it's quite hard to describe. It doesn't feel like it's a Netflix show. It doesn't feel like a K-drama. It doesn't even feel like a Japanese TV show or film. It feels something that is very them. Their contrast is often really dark. The blacks in their color grading are often really dark. And I really like their visual aesthetic of their music videos. It feels raw and authentic to them. And I think a lot of that is color grading. There's not anything I would say that they do in particular that's a little different. It's a lot of color, like even this lighting setup. It's a lighting setup that you could see in any other video. But one, they don't go full screen with their music videos. This music video is not full screen. They add the black bars, as I often do with mine. It gives it a cinematic aspect ratio, which makes it feel much more movie-like rather than feeling like a music video. That, along with how they color grade, not in this scene, but like in those B-side story scenes, how rich their blacks, the black and the shadows are, is like the shadows, if you look at it, like how dark it is what really, really, and they had a small amount of film grain too, which makes it feel a little gritty. And a lot of their music videos are handheld, and both the band shots, like when they're singing and performing. This visual aesthetic. There's a great shot that we can place as an example. If you look at this shot right here, if you look at the shadows, both in the background and on him, it's so very dark. If you look at how he's lit right here, it's so very color graded to be dark that this is just an aesthetic you really only see in cinematic color grading. Like actual like movie like color grading. Even here, even how brightly well lit he is, they're definitely like the sun is behind him too. You could see the flare. So they're actually making sure that his features are popping up a little bit more in this close up. But that's just his face. Like look at the rest of his shadows. It's extremely dark. Wow. I've always really, really liked their visual music video style. It's awesome.
나의 끝이 어딜지 어지러워지 한가운데 내린다면 결국엔 난 또 너지 You get in love You fall in love 혹시라도
Ooh, someone with the you fall in love. It's a vocal heaven. I'm gonna be honest. Even just like listening to that small portion right there, it's a vocal heaven. I'm vehemently in love with this. I don't know how the rest of this album sounds, but you know, let me know in the comments. You know, is this album just as equally as vocally beautiful as this? If it is, I'll definitely be checking out the album for Flirting X, because Flirting X is definitely a song that I'm going to be saving. It is definitely an ad. Right now, I would say the song sits at like a solid 9 out of 10. I think if I listen to it a little bit more, it might be bumped up a little bit higher. But I'm kind of blown away. I'm actually really, really, really surprised. So I would love to hear from you guys, those of you who watch this or listen to this song. What do you guys think? I was expecting to see something that was more dance heavy. There's no dancing in this. I was expecting to hear something a little bit more darker or rougher. That's what I, aesthetically associate with them. And instead we got something more beautiful and aesthetically pleasing and sonically pleasing. And I actually really, really love it. So I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. Did this surprise you guys? Thanks for tuning in to my reaction to Flirting X by Doc B. I'll see you next time. Bye.